Hi, how are you cuties doing? So today we're covering some info on, I believe, some drama and bad things that happened on Twitter. And you know what? I don't know all about it. I know there's a VTuber involved. She did bad things, and we're gonna talk about it. And I figured this is a perfect opportunity for me to learn a little bit more about my community. Well, I guess that wouldn't be my community. I'm not part of the VTuber community, but I'm okay with that. And that being said, why don't we turn the lights down low, snuggle in close, and see what we have here. Alrighty, cuties. This is covered by Tectone. I don't know, who would be the best person to talk to about this or where the best person to give information on this. So one of my lovely little ravens actually sent me a TLDR of the whole situation, I think, and we're gonna read it. So let's see. Tectone says, after 2 hours, 4 documents, 2 posts, and a lot of reading, here are the major takeaways on the Sinder situation in each document posted. Okay, so the VTuber is named Sinder. Okay, what we can conclude. Nano's document. I don't know who Nano is. Redacted is Sinder's mouthpiece. Confirmed Sinder knew everything Redacted said. Okay, so Redacted is a person. Redacted and Sinder were attempting to monopolize an editor-artist against their desires. Oh, shit! Guilt-tripped and manipulated them into doing their work and no one else's. What the fuck? What Sinder's doing isn't fucked up to do one... Wait, hold on. What Sinder's doing isn't fucked up to do to one's competition. However, doing it to their friends is a whole different story. Yes, it is. Redacted gaslighting Nanoless using revisionist history. Oh, no. Oh no, so they're bullying their artist friend? Who was also their editor? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, why? Rain's document, Sinder sexting another man while in a relationship. Sinder trauma dumping to another person about how bad her relationship is to someone she's interested in. NTR. What's NTR? I'm gonna Google that. What does NTR stand for? Noto adore? A Japanese term referring to a situation where someone is cheated on by their partner. It is often used to describe the storylines or tropes involving infidelity, where one character's partner engages in a romantic relationship with someone else, according to Urban Dictionary. Oh, wow. Okay. Rain and Sinder are very scummy in this document. Rain claims this wasn't meant to be a witch hunt, but it very clearly was done with the proper timing to have this document gain the traction they wanted, and so it did. Is that wrong? Up to you to decide, okay? Man, all these people's names. Who the fuck is Rain? Who is Sinder is the VTuber. I got you there. Rain might be the person that Sinder is trying to hook up with? Yes. Okay. Vamp exposes Redacted being Sinder's boyfriend. Not really a big deal. Tons of VTubers hide the fact that they have SOs to farm more parasocials to get gifted in super chats. You know what? I understand this part. The not a really big deal. Tons of VTubers hide their relationships. That's normal. In fact, I don't like talking about my private life, but I'm also not really trying to hide it either. Let's see. Tons of streamers do this. Not really a big deal for wanting to keep their private life private. Right. I agree. Private life is private. However, if Cinder throws away her boyfriend to try to alleviate some negative PR, that is going to be a big yikes for me, dog. Yes, it is. Bao's document. Okay. Dispels claims that Cinder and Redacted were calling Bao a editor and MV maker thief. Oh, wow. Confirms how hurt she is by having her friend attempt to be overly competitive and ruin her image and her models and impacting her career negatively. Says that Cinder could make it to the top, but when she gets there, she will be all alone. Oh, wow. Bao dispels claims that she locked up Sakurai, her editor? Oh, man, so many names. Bao completely absolves herself from wrongdoing. Great doc. Okay, so it was good. Spite's document. Spite insinuates that Sinder is and was copying her, not the other way around. Screenshots of these claims are pretty damning. Spite showing off her outfit in July 2020, Sinder then having a near identical outfit on September 14th, 2022. Holy shit! Sacramore's TV document supporting some of Bao's claims to be true. Oh my gosh. Major takeaways. To be honest, things look absolutely horrible for Sinder, yet I will still be waiting for her response just to do my due diligence. To be honest, things look absolutely horrible for Sinder, yet I will still be waiting for her response just to do my due diligence. It has been alleged with a lot of damning screenshots as well as other corroborating the narrative that is being pushed. Sinder is currently being alleged as overly competitive with her friends in the VTubing space. This is normal. This is why I did not join the VTubing community, nor will I ever. I don't ever want I don't want anything to do with them. I am an indie VTuber. I plan to stay an indie VTuber, and this is exactly why. Everything that they're doing is exactly the reason why I'm not in their space. Willing to undermine and backstab her friends to get ahead? Oh yeah, that's prevalent. Gaslight and manipulate editors, workers to get her way. Also, I didn't know that was prevalent, but I know the gaslighting is. Cheating on significant other. Well, I mean, you have that kind of scummy behavior. I'm not surprised. A model rigger thief. Ooh, honey. Oh no. People speculate she's going to throw away her current boyfriend, Red, aka Redacted, to alleviate some negative PR coming her way. But for now, I believe that is about it. I will wait and see Cinder's response and keep y'all updated on any news or changes in perspective once we have everyone's side. All in all, this is very messy, and to be honest, I feel horrible for Cottontail, Bao, Shy Lily, Spite, and every other VTuber affected in this scenario. To be honest, I don't really know what Sinder could possibly present to absolve her, yet I will still do my due diligence. Well, good. Good on you. I am a 31-year-old, and I just researched VTuber drama for 2 hours in front of 9,000 people on Twitch. I swear. Oh, okay. So I swear to all that is holy, I have not one but 2 jobs. But my gosh, this reeked of unemployment. Thanks for reading. Oh, wow. It reeked of unemployment. Nice. Justice for Nanoless. Yes, who is this Nanoless? Let me hire them. I want them to do my art. Let's show some support. Oh, they have a video. Hold on. Oh, this is Tectone. Oh, he's a cutie. Holy shit, this is 1 hour and 40 minutes? I was going to watch this, but I cannot. That is far too long. I do want to. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at Nanoless's document.
Information.
So we're going to take a look at this, and then I will probably end it there. If you guys, I will leave a link in the description so you guys can check this out for yourselves. So let's take a look and listen, shall we?
Here. So Nano says, I wanted to share my experience with Sinder and Red manipulating me, using me and dragging me into drama while sabotaging, slandering, and spreading lies about people who I thought were her closest friends. Not only do I no longer wish to work with Sinder, but I want to share what I've endured over the years and shed light on what she's been doing behind people's back to protect artists and friends that may be experiencing something similar. I struggled a lot with writing this document. I wasn't sure what I felt and what I experienced working was real or just burnout, but I think this proves that I was lied and manipulated over the years while working with Sinder. Note, based on working with Redacted, Red, Sinder's manager, and Sinder over the years, that I am sure that they speak for each other, and there is no reason to believe Red was acting without Sinder's consent and knowledge. Whenever I use they or them, it refers to both of them acting as a team. Now, this is the part that I find very interesting. We are trying to label someone else's actions as another person's actions just because they are simply in a relationship or working together. I feel like this is a very dangerous precedent to set, and I feel like it's very bad into the content creator space as a whole, due to the fact that organizations like VShojo or even OTK are often scrutinized for one member's malpractices being put onto every single action of every single member, which just isn't true. As well as a guy who's had some very dysfunctional relationships. I promise you, a lot of people go rogue and do shit behind your back that people can be unaware of at all times, and I think
I'm going to have to stop him right there because there are far too many women that I know, that I have met personally, that I have seen where they take a relationship and they will bully their significant other into doing what they want. And the fastest way to get praise from a woman who is like this is by dogging on the people she hates. That's pretty normal, actually. And that's an odd thing for him to not bring up. He is correct, by the way. He is absolutely correct. A lot of times people do things behind behind the partner's back. But in situations like this, where you get a lot of positive praise from women like her, they are going to love doing what their significant other is wanting because that makes them happy. This makes sense. Like, saying that they were a team in this makes sense. Him discrediting it, I would give this situation probably, I want to give the person who wrote this, I don't remember their name all of a sudden, but the person who wrote this, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt here, and that they've seen them working together in tandem, and that is why they believe this. But I don't think it's impossible. And I actually believe them when they say it's a them. And that's why Sinder is so willing to basically toss Redacted under the bus. Because his usefulness, they fulfilled what they needed from them. These are the type of people that use others. And I see this stuff all the time. I've seen some stuff behind the curtains, even in YouTube, where I'm just like, I know this bitch is acting up and I cannot stand it. I hate when people act manipulative because that's what this is. All of this is a manipulation tactic. And the only reason they got caught was because this person realized, hey, it might not have been me. It's actually them. The fact that they were able to stop and realize that they were being used and abused, that's a big thing. Because usually when you're in a relationship like that, be it friends or actual relationships, those are so hard to break out of. Especially if you feel like it's you and not them, so I commend Nanoless. Okay, that's her name. I commend Nanoless for standing their ground and actually making a document, and then having all this to be able to prove their point. I think that's wonderful. Good. Like, this is bullshit. This is exactly why I am not part of the VTuber community. Honestly, I was scared when I joined YouTube. I would be facing a lot more of this right off the cuff, and thankfully, no, I haven't. So just hearing that this is actually taking place, and clearly being a VTuber myself, that's scary, and it's horrifying that you're hearing that people are actually getting away with stuff like this, and they had for a couple of years. That's wild. Okay, we're gonna listen to him.
I think assuming this without proof is a very dangerous thing to do.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a dangerous thing to do. Actually, this is such a common issue. It's not even funny, my guy. I know you're wanting to be positive, and if it were from a legal standpoint, you'd be correct. Maybe not. I wouldn't even want to give you that. This is just people. This is shitty people doing shitty things. This is normal. Like, I know you're trying to take this from like a legal perspective, but let's also take it from a practical one.
However, maybe there's something down the road that will prove to me that it was very much premeditated. English not being my first language and the language barrier, I discussed the situation, my feelings and thoughts with native English speakers who helped me put those into words so everything is clear without any misunderstandings due to lack of English skills. Note, any names that are censored here are censored because the creator in question did not provide consent to have their name revealed by the time of me posting this document.
Wow, that's thorough. Okay, that is thorough. So good on them. Okay.
Slandering other creators. I will start with screenshots showing them speak ill of other creators and spreading rumors while manipulating me. That's all in our best interest. In addition to spreading ill rumors, they also complained and accused Bao of giving their editor too much work, resulting in the editor not having any time for new clients, which will be important later on. The screenshots below show them showing their affection and appreciation immediately following, spreading rumors and lies to make other clients appear problematic, to manipulate any future decision regarding commissions. Bao, I'm very familiar with Bao. I was pretty close with Bao back in the day with Her and Vienna were part-time streamers. I encouraged them to become full-time streamers and kind of try to provide them guidance and anything they needed. We did a Phasmophobia collab probably back in 2022, back when I was living in Canada. It was very good. I've hung out with her many times in real life. Bao is, in my experience, very fun to be around. A little bit chaotic, a little bit crazy. She had some 4chan drama that I heard of, but I never looked into too much because I don't like looking into drama involving my friends or people that at least I like. I don't care if Bao likes me back anymore. I don't care. She's a VTuber. I understand that it's very bad for every VTuber to even pretend to like me, even when they do or do not. So I don't hold it against anybody, to be honest, because I understand the VTubing area is very cutthroat, it's very backstabby, and I understand if any VTuber were to say, oh, I actually like Techie quite a bit, it would be career suicide, and to be completely honest, I've encouraged many VTubers to just not associate with me publicly, because
I don't blame him.
It'll fuck their career because the internet is retarded, and they think I'm a horrible person, even though now everybody knows the truth. I didn't do anything fucking wrong, and who cares? I'm not really desperate to be in a part of a VTuber collab anyways, and I'm sure at TwitchCon we'll still hang out and get drunk. Nanoless says, of course, I wanted to understand it better, especially if I cancel her for the second time. Well, this is obviously Nanoless, this is obviously redacted. Well, with blank, she's given a lot of bias and priority at GS, Gamersubs, sometimes over Sinder, and we can't really confront them about it, and plus she's gone 3D lately. Bao has been getting on our nerves for a while. She hijacked our YouTube editor a while ago and is constantly picking up artists that we work with. We've gotten to know her better, being friends with her, but she really rubs us the wrong way with the things she does. We wanted to try and safeguard our most important artists from her. She's already taken our editor. Now, I'm going to be real. This right here, this is very common VTuber drama. I know other maybe 5, 6 other VTubers who have stopped being friends with one another because someone's hijacking their fucking deal, someone's hijacking their editors, someone's sabotaging their debut by having a design that's a little bit too similar. Yes, it's very petty drama. However, to act like this is only in the...
Honestly, it's petty women VTuber. Because I don't know about the men in this space. They might be just as catty and just as stupid. This is high school tactics. This is children's maneuvers, and this is pretty normal. This is exactly what I expected of the VTuber space. He hasn't said anything that has surprised me. None of this of what Redacted is saying is surprising. And it's like the two-faced nature of what they're doing, not surprising, because a lot of women are that way, and a lot of men who follow those women will justify their actions. I see it all the time. It's disgusting. It's disturbing, and it's stupid. I mean, it's downright devious. It's honestly, I really wish there was like more of a way for them to punish people like this. It's like, yeah, some of these people work in a company, but this is fucked up. This is very fucked up. It's really disgusting, and it makes me so glad I never decided to befriend anybody on like Twitch or anything like that is a VTuber. If they come to me, sure, that's fine, but I'm never going to seek them out. That's something else entirely. And this is cementing the reasons why I feel that way, and it's totally validating any kind of caution I have in regards to them.
The existence of Sinder is a little bit fraudulent, and I've seen this happen to many other VTubers. However, that hasn't come to the light yet, and it probably never will, because VTubers will try at everything to never let any of their issues come to light, because the moment you get any drama, it is what it is. So far, I'm not really...
Nope, I'll let you know. I had one problem with one person in the community. Otherwise, they're ignorable, because I don't really interact with them, and after a point, I stop caring, and... that's how you deal with people like this. You ignore them and move on, because I've got better things to do with my day. I don't know about you guys. I really don't. I just do not know. I don't know how you can exist off this kind of anger and this kind of hate, because I know I can't. Because if I do, I will become a very bitter person, and that's just not how Cine rolls. I don't want to be a bitter person.
Saying anything crazy so far. Yeah, this is just typical petty ass bullshit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think petty's being a crime, but let's keep going here. We want to try and safeguard our most important artist from her, since she's already taken our editor.
Well, this sounds
and
like
I
they're
don't
just
mean
shit
hoops
talking
to get something planned. We managed to have some squeeze the boss versus MV between his work with Val.
All right, let's go through this, because if he talks about it, he's gonna take all day. We love working with you. Sinder wouldn't be Sinder without Nano. Okay, but like, let me tell you the tea about the MV thing. Bao had original songs last year that had MVs by her editor, and the songs flopped. Her editor met us at TwitchCon and was saying that he'd love to work with us, practically jumping through hoops to get something planned. We managed to have him squeeze in the Boss Rush music video. Okay, that's what MV is. Between his work with Bao, he says he loved working on it and is super excited to work on the next music video project. Boss Rush's song blows up and he's credited as the editor. I ask him when he's free to do the next project. All of a sudden, he changes his mind and is working with Bao going forward. No explanation. Oh my. There's some context missing since we know how Bao is behind the scenes, but basically we don't have any music video editor now for our next Boss Rush project. We think Bao got pissed that her editor did an amazing song music video for her friends without her knowing, and it did 100 times better than her original song last year, that she locked him up so no one else could work with him. And then had him make it public on Twitter that he was only working with her going forward, like a literal announcement tweet. And now he's barking up the tree of one of our L2D animators. So like, and you and a nano model. Yeah, looking for me sounds sus for sure. Okay. So basically lots of drama. I'm trying to see, what the model thing was, because I feel like that's pretty important. I mean, okay, here we go. Redacted. I mean, like, if we wanted to have some kind of model exclusivity, what would you need to make that sustainable for you? Maybe you can share one of your ideas and I can check what I think. Okay, so I got some ideas for this, I guess, says Nanoless. Redacted. I was driving. What are you thinking? Says Redacted. Okay. Nanoless says, okay, so asked help from my friend. They don't know it's you. Don't worry. So a monthly fee, calculating my monthly earnings. Also, how long would this be? And this count, and if this counts for models I worked on. Well, I think the main things we're looking for are for you not to take on brand new model clients. And to make any new models outfits with blank again, you'd still be able to work on models outfits with all your other existing babies, and your artwork comms wouldn't be affected. One of our concerns is that more nano babies means nano models don't have the same value anymore. Oh, wow. Okay, so he's basically trying to rig the market. And second is that there's a few people that would just rather not be able to have a model from you. Her prices would not be that exorbitant if that was the case. Maybe not any new babies at all. The reason why I brought this up is that there's been a lot of bias with another one of our partners with certain creators, and we'd rather have these creators not have what makes Sinder unique, which is your artwork. Oh, so they didn't want people to have the artwork so they could look like... Okay, so they wanted to corner the look with her. I don't know. I mean, like, her work is really beautiful, but her work is still anime. They all kind of look the same to me. I'm saying this as an anime artist. So, I mean, I don't know. She does really beautiful work. Don't get me wrong, but I don't really think you need to corner the market. Oh, here's where it was. I don't really think you really need to corner the market like that. Rain document. All right.
On that.
Let's take a look at Rain.
This is 4 to 5 years ago. Okay, let's read all this shit. Let's see public perception first.
I don't know anything about Rain.
Can somebody relink me this doc? This is Rain's document. Does anybody have a link to this one? I have the actual Google document. Does anybody have the actual tweet? Thank you. How are people feeling about this doc? I'm not going to question its validity, but can I ask why its last edit was 2 years ago? It wasn't. Finding her manipulation to be horrendous. Read the whole thing. I partially was Rain's side. We're completely against Tachi's inner side. Okay. I'm going to lose my mind. Honesty, matter, respect for helping enlighten everyone in the true nature. Okay. Thought it wouldn't get worse, but cheating, that's really low. Really? Okay. Let's get into Rain's document. Okay. Here we go. Hello, thank you for taking the time to read this document. The events described it happened about 4 to 5 years ago, before the first Sinder debut. I understand that there'll doubtless be accusations of me clout chasing by revealing them. However, I wanted to corroborate Nanoless's assertion that she is not who she appears to be on the surface, and confirm that no matter how much damage control she does, she is just as responsible as redacted. Now, I will say, being completely real, is this probably an attempt for clout? Absolutely. You know what I mean? Absolutely. And you know what's crazy? I don't blame her. You know what I mean? People will dogpile like crazy. Once the initial anxiety is removed and now you can get this quick little clout grab, great. I bet her next stream's going to be a banger. Cool. Let's keep going here. I just came to a realization, no more Sinder porn. No, I don't watch Vtuber porn anyways. I don't really care, man. Just
No.
look up just look up Overwatch or Marvel Rivals porn. It's way better anyways. All right, cool. The beginnings. I met while she was still running her Tashi.mp3 YouTube channel, which is why all the following screenshots will show her as Tashi rather than Sinder. So Sinder was Tashi before Sinder? Do we have any Vtuber fans that can confirm that?
I don't know shit about these people.
Tashi ASMR, Vtuber. She did ASMR, lore drop. Okay, great. Yes, the funny yes. Okay, great.
How the hell does a
Because I met
YouTuber
her
do
while she was still
ASMR?
running her Tashi MP3 YouTube channel, which is why all the following screenshots will show her as Tashi rather than Sinder, and that will come up later. At the time, she was only just starting her account, and I had already my own ASMR RP channel with less than 8K subscribers, and as a bigger channel than her, she couldn't wait to work with someone as talented as me. You'll get there. It's so hard for me to believe that someone is so talented, likes my voice, and want to work together. We never ended up actually making any content together, but that didn't stop us from talking pretty much every day at the time, and eventually she found a new way to make me useful. Oh dear. Pretty much immediately she was flirting with me, despite, as you can see here, having a boyfriend, and both of us knowing she had a boyfriend, including regularly talking shit about him to me while telling me how great it would be if I were to replace him. Man, I know somebody's wife who was shit talking him behind the scenes nonstop to every VTuber in the space.
I don't know who he's referring to. We never ended up making contact together, but that didn't stop us from talking pretty much every day at the time, and eventually she found a new way to make me useful. Pretty much immediately she was flirting with me, despite, as you can see here, having a boyfriend, and both of us knowing she had a boyfriend, including regularly talking shit about him to me, while telling me how great it would be if I were to replace him. I understand that I am no angel in this myself, but hey, at least I can be honest about it.
And you know what's crazy? Yeah, none of those VTubers who heard that story ever asked for proof or the other person's side. Yeah, can you believe that? Even when that person has made it very clear that he has a document folder that he will share privately with over, I believe...
Is he drinking gamer subs?
What, 100 gigabytes of proof?
I'll laugh.
Is
he
strange,
really?
Huh?
Hold on. Is he drinking gamer
you know
subs?
what's crazy? Yeah, none of those VTubers who heard that. What?
That looks like gamer subs cup. Hold on. I'm a little... We're gonna rewind. I need to see your cup, sir. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Sir, show me your cup. I am a nosy lady. I need to see that cup. I want a Gamer Subs cup. I want to be on Gamer Subs. Gamer Subs, sponsor me. Oh gosh, come on. Let me see the design on your cup. Is that Gamer Subs? I don't even have Gamer Subs. I don't know any shit. I don't know shit about it. I'll be real.
With over,
Bastard.
I believe...
I want to see the design.
What, 100 gigabytes of proof? Is strange, huh? Is very strange. Yeah, so maybe we should start doing that, huh? Besides, you said it's hard when your boyfriend is far, far away. I'm not your boyfriend, am I? No, but how nice that would be. Your perfect boyfriend material.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. So many girls on YouTube are gonna do this, guys. If you're on YouTube, if like, man, women in this space are gonna be real difficult for me to deal with. I hate behavior like this. I loathe it. I cannot stand it. It bothers the shit out of me, especially when I see, you know, I'm not even gonna get into it. I hate women. I really, they make me the most misogynistic. Women are the reason I hate women. Imagine that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's exactly my feeling. Okay, I'm sorry, but this woman hasn't shown an ounce of integrity. Like, at all. All she's doing is showing her two-faced personality, and this is wild to me. Oh my goodness. Because I know that she's going to have so many people probably sticking up for her. Oh, she did nothing wrong. You know what? Go fuck yourself. You could go fuck yourself as much as she can go fuck herself. Let's see. I mean, far be it from me to give you advice. It's your relationship, and the only one who can decide what it is and isn't okay is... Wait, hold on. I feel like I'm missing context here.
Two wrongs don't make a right. As much as I enjoy sexting, it's not really a right if you still want to be with him. I would either try to reconcile with him and get what you need out of the relationship and step back from me a little bit, maybe consider taking a break. And I know that last part sounds fucking for me, but I swear on my life I'm not being scummy about it. That's really just my opinion. I've really just been stressed about everything, and talking to you makes me feel so much better. I don't want to lose what we have, but I'm such an awful person. I don't deserve it anyways. I don't believe you're an awful person. I believe that you're stressed, you're emotional.
Oh God, I hate when women use this. Okay, so no, what they're doing in this kind of situation, it's they're trying to diffuse the wrong they've made by. Okay, look, usually when women do this, and this is where I get really irritated because I see women do it all the time. You guys can't see me shaking my hands. I get so tired of this, okay? They do the, oh, I'm so sad. I have a hard life. I'm so sad. I'm going to spill and say all this shit about my boyfriend. I'm so sad. Or this person wronged me. I'm so sad. And then, you know, when the other person is like, yeah, you know, and then they're like, or even if they're not saying, yeah, or they tell you, hey, you know, why don't you just calm down a little bit? They're like, oh, I know I'm so awful. Bitch, if you know, why are you here? Shut up. Oh my God, you put yourself in this situation. You are trying to make yourself look better by talking down about yourself and going, oh, I don't deserve it. Yeah, you say that because that's going to be the fastest way for that man to say, oh, it's not you. And then that just takes away all the anger that, you know, or even negative look that you had on yourself. You just deflected it. That is a typical woman thing to do. And it pisses me off because it's so manipulative. This entire thing is nothing but manipulative. Look, she's complaining. She is complaining about people to this guy. She is sexting. She's doing all these things that she knows is wrong. And the only thing that all she's saying is just, I've been real stressed. Okay, that's you're dodging number one. Okay, that has nothing to do with stress. That is you being a piece of shit person with zero integrity. You started off early. This was a warning to everyone. All right, you were a piece of shit from the start to the finish.
I'm going to make it better, which happened to me when I wasn't helping. Listen, taking a break from what I had just for a little bit, and you can see I'm getting something out of them first. You really can't have both. Plus, it wouldn't be very fulfilling for me to just be the other guy in the scenario, to not get the full relationship experience
Absolutely
myself.
right. You were not supposed to be the other guy. She should have left him. If you loved her, if she loved you, she would have left. She didn't love you. She used you, just like every woman who fucking pulls this shit.
You can do it, sweetie. I believe you can truly. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I'd do without you. I'm not saying stop talking to me completely. I'll still be right here to support you, whatever your decision you end up making. I love you so much.
Oh my God, she was so desperate to be seen in a positive light. And people will give it to her because this is the female tactic. This is what they do. Okay, I'm speaking not from the place of, you know, okay, look, not just from a place of being a woman. You are also, I'm speaking from a place of a gamer woman who really, really loves to game, who played MMOs for years and saw men go through this repeatedly, okay? Repeatedly. And it was so frustrating. And I will tell you now, I've been into the YouTube space for 3 months and I've seen it repeatedly and it still pisses me off. I hate this shit. I hate women like this. Frankly, quite frankly, I hope she doesn't get another fucking model. I hope she no longer is on YouTube, on Twitch. And if she's on Twitch, good, stay there. I hope you crash and burn with the fucking site.
Don't know how to thank you. Despite what was evidently nothing serious for her, just a means of keeping herself occupied, she felt the need to keep stringing me along with proclamation of real love, which again, I was still didn't believe in the first place, but still, regardless, I'm always going to love you. For obvious reasons, I won't share any of the explicit sexting, not just because of the NSFW nature of it, also I don't think it helps. However, know that all this went for several months and included more than just text, as both the date and the contents of following screenshots.
Sure. Okay. Look, I'm getting angry because she fucking uses people this way. And then you're going to have people who are going to, as he said earlier, clout chase. They'll stick up for her, do this, that, and the other. You'll have guys who will clout chase and stick up for her, or maybe they just want a piece of ass. I don't fucking care. Either way, I know there's going to be people sticking up for her, and it makes me angry just thinking about it. It just makes me livid. I hate women like this with a fiery fucking passion. I don't know who they are. I don't give a fuck who they are. They're pieces of shit. All of them. What the fuck? Good Lord, I hate you, Vtubers. I hate Vtubers. And I'm a Vtuber.
prove. I mean, it looked like someone was going down there either way. It's called fingering deer.
Oh, wow. Wow. This dude ratted you out. Good. Good. You got what you deserved on this one. I'm finding this fucking hilarious. This is why you will never catch me sexting people. Ever. Too much. Too many ways for that to get out. That, and I'm just genuinely not interested. So this is so fucking funny. Yeah. How he's looking right now is how I feel.
To another person about how bad her relationship is.
That's bullshit. Yeah, that's disgusting.
To someone she is interested in. NTR. Okay. One reason it felt important to share these details in particular is because I found out if Red got told about what happened, especially not in full lucidity, the primary reason I've held on to all this for so long, it was an itching feeling that Red never fully knew and always felt like it would be unnecessary drama, so I left it alone. But now, seemed as good as any time. Red, if you're reading this, I'm sorry for all that happened back then, I really am. But given the actions you two have taken all together regarding other VTubers, I still think you're perfect for each other regardless. In the end, after Sinder got done using me for fleeting sexual gratification, our conversation slowed down, exacerbated by the Sinder character coming to fruition and finding immediate success. I stopped making content for a decent length of time by then, and thus she no longer felt she could ladder climb from me.
Ah, yes. Yes. Yeah, that's a typical woman thing. That's not surprising. In fact, she's acting exactly like I thought she would. Oh my goodness. You guys, you know what? You guys, if you like women like that, then you deserve them. You deserve them because they're pieces of shit. You can see they're pieces of shit. And if you stick up for her, you're a piece of shit too.
I remember playing Phasmophobia with you and hearing Red and chat away next to you. First time you debuted 4 years ago. You told me he was your boyfriend. Then before TwitchCon, you switched up and just said, you know, my manager is coming with me on this trip, as if I didn't know who he was. It's even ickier to read this tweet knowing he is your significant other, and then you're probably going to try to avoid taking responsibility for hurting people who trusted you as friends by nuking the Red side of this duo. Well, to be completely honest, many Hold up.
Uh-oh, what fun thing to... look at that, his cup looks cute.
If you are new here, make sure to press follow.
He's got a lot of gamer stuff.
He's fighting a 3 like Andy. All right, great. Bow's document.
Yeah, I want to know what
Let's see what we can learn. Final document. Final document.
We're kind of rushing through this.
If you are, how many pages?
We're rushing through this. So if you want to see the actual thing, I'm just looking for more context. I don't know if like other people are looking for more context too. I know that I have gotten very passionate and very angry up to this point. I hate women, but like, I don't know. I would like to know who Bao is in all of this. Knowing who Rain is definitely helps. Dude's also a piece of shit, but...
Is this? Only 7. This should be a very quick read. VTuber fans from Twitter.
Oh, no?
I want to let you guys know, I know a lot of this coming out might dishearten you. A lot of you guys might have one of your favorite content creators disillusioned from how they actually are, and I'm very sorry for everybody currently struggling with that. I know a lot of VTuber fans are very attached to their streamers. But at the end of the day, just watch who you like. If someone's a piece of shit behind the scenes, oh well.
I mean, yeah, I can definitely, I will never stop you from watching somebody, even if they're a piece of shit. No judgment. No, technically there is judgment. I would call you a piece of shit too. Actually, I have. Okay. Point is, like who you're gonna like. Do what you're gonna do. Will I judge you? Probably. But, you know, hey, if it makes you happy, I can't argue it.
The entire VTubing space is fake anyways.
Yeah, it is fake. My model is fake.
It is what it is. It is what it is. What's this? But yeah, if you're here, I would love a like. I would love a sub. That would be great. Oh my God. Sir, a second document has hit the tower.
Oh no.
Another document dropped.
Oh no.
Another one. Another one. Holy shit. What is going on? What The fuck?
Hold on. I'm only 20% of the way through reading all the documents about the ongoing Sinder drama, and this is such a bad look. Holy shit, Lamau. Gonna keep reading, posting my full thoughts after. Yeah, this is gonna be fucking funny.
Okay.
I'm
well,
invested now. I am totally invested. I am ready to watch her plummet. Like, I want to see the explosions, the fireworks, shit hitting the fan. I don't fucking care. I want to see how this goes out.
we have
my
another
tea.
document to read. They're both quite short. It is what it is. All right. We're now getting into Bao's document. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Sir, a fifth also hit the tower.
Oh, wow. There's a fifth one?
What the fuck?
Oh, wow.
Okay, so this is his opinion on this doc. There's
Okay, just an
another
opinion?
document. Okay. We will read this one as well.
Oh, gosh.
This is Bao's editor. Okay, great. Great.
Okay, no.
Operates her primary point of contacts, her professional and personal projects. And it is that experience that leads me to believe that all requests and messages sent by Red were both known about her and approved by Sinder. We've already confirmed this. In March 2024, I announced that one of my subathon goals was a live duty model. Nanoless was going to be the live duty illustrator after she finished both.
Yeah.
We've already seen these screenshots. We've seen all these. So these are confirmed. These are confirmed to be about Bao. Nanoless asked Redacted on why he's encouraging her not to finish my model. Redacted then lists my name amongst various VTubers as well as the vendettas Cinder and Redacted harbor against each. Bao has been getting our nerves for a while. She hijacked our YouTube editor, constantly picking up artists that we work with. Now she's partnered with a tree of one of our live video animators.
That's the chick at the beginning then.
Has a way of guilt-tripping others to get her way. This is what Redacted lists as reasons why Nanoless should cancel her ongoing live video commission with me, all while they continue to collaborate with me and pretend to be my friend. This is not what friends do. Friends don't sabotage other friends out of business opportunities.
Absolutely not. And I hope I've been showing that this is exactly how you do not act. I will go out of my way. I will bend over backwards to help you out if you are my friend and if you really want to learn how to work in the YouTube space. But this, like, all this is fucked up. Oh, buddy.
Friends do not spread lies or fuel selfish narratives. Friends do not use the private information they get from privilege of being close friends just to manipulate others. Jesus. If somebody on one of your friends and abusing your power and connection is how you get to the top, I hope you realize no one will be left when you get there.
100%. 100. Oh my gosh. The fact that these people have gone so far, it always makes me kind of second guess the community, like not necessarily the community I'm in, but like, I don't know, like the content creator space, like, is this the best way I can go into YouTube? Am I going to have to face things like this? And it's like, yeah, maybe. But to me, it'll be worth it. I will avoid people like this at all costs if I can.
True. We've seen
This
both
is
of
so
these.
wild.
We've seen both of these. I wouldn't offer it for free, maybe half price if she starts shit. I don't know what I have ever done either to Redacted or Sinder to this level of vitriol towards me. I don't remember having any issues or any problem that could.
Redacted, don't sell yourself short. I think she'd be fine with taking the design and finding someone else. I wouldn't offer it for free, but maybe half price if she starts shit. Yeah, you're right. I'll talk to her today. We'll also close the model inquiry today. Opening that was a mistake.
Have been solved by talking. Regarding the measures where Sinder and Redacted openly accused me of stealing their YouTube editor, Boss Rush music video animator, as well as any artist they have worked with. Let's read these.
Is there any grounds for like being able to sue somebody? Like, is this litigious? Because I mean, this sounds more than scummy. Like, there has to be some kind of legal ramification for this, isn't there?
Screenshots always help. Hi,
Ramification.
Kaiser. Nice to meet you. I was just watching your stream highlight about me and Sinder's collab. Love your editing style and humor. Was curious if I could request a video edit from you every now and then if you have the availability. My username is Bao on Discord if you want to chit-chat more there. Thanks again. Hi, Bao. I'd love to edit a video for you. I just had a friend of ours on Discord. She hijacked our YouTube editor. Their YouTube editor, Kaiser, a mutual YouTube channel editor for myself and Sinder, my channel manager, John, and I asked Kaiser for one stream highlight per month as we are aware of this extensive position. As Sinder's channel manager, I made a point to note this is my inquiry email to him in 2023. On March 20th, I sent a I started a Discord call that lasted 5 hours to hang out with my editors. In this group call, Kaiser shared with us that he was afraid to ask Cinder for a raise because he initially turned down an exclusivity deal. As a friend of both Cinder and Kaiser, I encouraged him to take the deal and reassured him that it would not change our friendship, as I would never.
Oh, man. Okay. Redacted. We love working with you. Cinder wouldn't be Cinder without Nano. Okay, but like, okay, this is this thing from earlier. I'm in shock and disbelief that this is the narrative they decided I deserved, saying that I harbored an invisible jealousy because my songs flopped, made me feel sick to my stomach. Oh, wow. In late 2024, I was dealing with a debilitating TMJ pain that resulted in me having to drain fluid from my jaw joint to open my mouth properly. Oh, wow. They both knew this. I've always wanted my friends to succeed alongside me, and I don't know how they could have said these things while simultaneously weaponizing my most vulnerable moments against me. Honestly, biggest fear. I understand.
Let me tell you the tea about the MV thing. Bao had original songs last year that had MV's editor, and the songs flopped.
Okay, yeah.
Her editor
we read that, or we listened to
dispels claims. I would like to personally confirm that Bao has always, back in the day, only been kind to me and helped me with anything that I ever needed. And I also believe that Bao was someone who helps her friends very much. From my own personal experience, I am slightly biased, but Bao was always great to me and other people. That being said, I would like to say, little bit fucking crazy. Little bit crazy. Is anybody shocked by that? No, not really.
Starting to wonder if you have to be like a little bit crazy to be a content creator, but this kind of crazy, a little too much.
All right.
Sacramore dropped a document too if you haven't seen that.
Don't worry, man. We have that pulled up too. We have that pulled up too. Exclusive for me and work for me in-house with no credit in order for him to be able to quietly work on his personal projects on brand. That's pretty weird. And these messages, Sinder and Redacted, are referring to my animator, Sucker Moore, whom I've been working with since 2023. Ooh, a Mushoku Tensei fan. There's 2 times with Mushoku Tensei fans. Prove how long we've worked together. In 2024, Stack asked me if he could go completely exclusive for me and work for me in-house with no credit in order for him to be able to quietly work on his personal projects on brand without having Vtuber asking for more work. I was happy to accept. I want to reiterate this was Sack's decision and no one else's. Here is proof of Sack mentioning his wishes to be my in-house animator directly to my channel manager Jun Bepis back in 2024, refuting Redacted claims that I locked Sakamore up due to Bosch's success. Why aren't you solving this privately? If you look at the timeline of events from Nano's documents, some of those messages date back years. I found out about this mess less than 48 hours ago. They did not give me common courtesy of talking to me privately about this over those years. My thoughts, feelings, my most vulnerable, darkest moments that I shared in common with people who I thought would be my side for years and for years from now on may have been used as information to ruin my chance to have the same Vtuber model as someone I thought was my friend, and I don't know how I can ever be the same after that.
This is just wild. Like, this just keeps going.
Let's see the comments. There's the 4th, another one. The 4th, more like the 4th. The 4th, yep.
Wow.
Sorry.
People are following this.
Like document. This one is very short. Okay. I want to start by saying, please do not send hate to anyone involved in this. I only wish to speak my experiences and give more clarity on those experiences. Hate will be sent due to this document. Deserved or not, up to you to decide. First and foremost, my love and admiration goes out to Nanoless for having the courage to bring this to light. Artists are the backbone of our community, and taking advantage of our goodwill and personality is saddening to see. I want to take the time to address what has been brought to light involving myself and what I've experienced over the years that coincide with these events. In this screenshot, Vtuber that is being talked about it very clearly to me. Since the beginning of my Vtubing journey, it has been written in my backstory and lore that I am the daughter of Cerberus. And through an unforeseen summoning mishap, the Greek goddess Hecate, as many know, Cerberus is a species of hellhound.
Is it Hecate or is it Hecate? I never know how to pronounce that.
Number 3 in my designs follow the 3 heads of Cerberus. In my early design, when artists were still learning the new model rigging techniques, I had outed 2 other wolf heads on my shoulders as polar to symbolically represent my 2 heads. However, the repeated comments of, oh, if you're a Cerberus, where are your other 2 heads, had pushed me to use the broader term hellhound at the time. Fast forward months to a ridiculously similar. Like, ridiculously similar. Just to be completely fair. I can understand the comparisons. As for the claims of unfollowing her and taking her ideas, I debuted my 2.0 live model May 14th, 22nd. On that same day, she decided to post her debut announcement for her 1.0 live 2D model.
Oh, wow.
Leading up to this time, I didn't know who Sinder was at all. I had no idea she had fire in her ears and she was another hellhound. Okay. The creator space is broad, and I still stumble across creators larger than myself I feel I've never heard before.
Okay, yeah. Look, as a VTuber, speaking for myself here, this makes sense because I'll be real here. I know no other VTuber except Hayden Wayne, and Scooby Pop, but that's Sunny Sama. So it's like, that's 3. That is only 3 that I know of. And yeah, all these people, brand new to me. I know fuck all about them. Kirsha and it's Gundam. So that's 5? That's 5. And like, there's countless VTubers more every day. I don't understand. Yeah, no, this is crazy. The fact that they look so close to each other.
I never once stole her ideas. All I ever wanted to be is unique in my own.
Oh, and then is Cinder saying that she's stealing her ideas? This is the one that was saying that, yeah, she was debuting her model, and then Cinder wanted the exact same look.
These claims I was following her and then unfollowing her and stealing her ideas are absolutely baseless and uncalled for. Yeah, well, I don't know about all that.
I mean, it
especially
doesn't
since you just said on the same day.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Who's the model maker? Because they do look similar, but the fire's different for sure. Like,
this is not the same. Oh, that's the debut of the 14th at 3 p.m. Oh, it was the exact same day.
Oh, wow.
Well, that is not good at all now, is it? Interesting. Posing her hate debut and announcement trailer the same day as my 2-minute debut seemed off, but I shrugged it off as a coincidence because things happen. However, this wasn't the last time something like this had happened. There have been multiple times where I have done something in either the same day or shortly after I was made aware of or had discovered later that something similar had been posted, making me feel like I was somewhat being watched constantly. I tried my best to believe that it was just coincidental and not ill intent on their part. There were many times I designed a new outfit that I was really excited for, but afterwards Cinder would release outfits or models with similarities to it. I didn't think much of it as first because it is known for to have some similarities or shared inspiration with other creators. The Vtubing community is huge space and similarities are normal. I'm not speaking to whether my designs were taken as direct references for hers. I'm aware of the need for unprovoked tweets mentioned in the screenshot above and showing when I made the statements to make it clear that I was not stealing ideas. How can I copy a boba? Something that was released, teased, revealed on my own. On July 20th, 2022, Mau Live, my model Mama, and I worked on comfy goth girl outfits. I had ripped t-shirts, a G-string, shorts, and spiked wrist cuffs. 2 weeks after Cinder debuted a similar outfit, I included the earliest image that I could find with Cinder in this outfit. I received many negative comments about my design from people assuming that I copied her when I debuted it 2 weeks before hers. I got called off-brand Cinder and just a horrible bunch of things. Oh,
wow, that's rough. They don't even look the same.
Oh, man.
They don't even look the same. Like, why would you call her that? The designs, okay, yeah, same concept, but they don't look the same. So I don't understand. I actually like hers way better. The shirt on Cinder is better, but like the pants and the stockings and stuff, that looks better.
Man. I discovered the merchandise that you use for the uwu market had to do a double take because the gray blue skin tone I used in the art. So people thought it was me and the similarities for the, this isn't Spite, that's Cinder.
Oh, shit. She is copying her. Holy fuck. Because after a point, I was like, no, I think it's fine. Can I see that she took inspiration? Duh. But it's like, I could see very big differences. And now it's like, oh, fuck, lady.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, she like straight up, like that looks the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, that's pretty
bullshit.
Fucking crazy. On April 29th, 2024, I designed a Greek goddess outfit on stream. I am a Cerberus VTuber, so it fits my lore completely. I mentioned that I may or may not get a future Greek goddess outfit because it fits my branding. About 4 months ago, Cinder debuted a Heaven Okami-inspired outfit that was white and gold, resembling a Greek goddess. In the background of her debut, she also included a Greek column. So at this point, I felt like nothing I could come with would even slightly be original to me. I'm aware that nothing is original, but I wanted my own identity.
Oh, gosh. Oh, that's such a good outfit, too. What a good choice.
Looks cool. Makes sense.
Oh, shit. Why? Why was she picking on this girl in particular? Like, she could not have been bigger than her.
Oh.
Oh, gosh.
I'm not gonna lie. That is pretty rough, dude.
Oh, wow.
I'm not gonna lie. That is pretty fucking rough, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. Jesus. All right. On April 20th, 2024, I debuted a new model for my model Mama, REVT. I got a hoodie with a cute design on top and had side bangs covering my eyes. On April 4th, 2025, Cinder debuted a sports hoodie with side bangs covering her eyes similar to mine.
What the fuck? Why? Why is she copying this girl to such a degree? I love the art, by the way. Now her art looks, or her model looks better than Cinder's.
Oh, this is crazy.
This is crazy. This is insane.
Oh, this is crazy. Oh my God. They're at a certain
Good
point,
fuck, Cinder.
guys.
Oh man.
Man, can you believe this?
You know what? This is cathartic for me. In the sense that this Cinder is getting her comeuppance for stealing this woman's ideas constantly. Good. Good. Finally, this girl is getting some recognition for the fact that for Cinder bullying her for how many years now? This is insane. This poor
happened
girl.
accidentally, guys. I can't believe Cinder accidentally kept making the same outfits.
4 times.
And you know what's crazy?
Is there
At the beginning of this video,
I received a DM January 25th, 2023. I will not disclose who the Cinder was without their consent. The Cinder expressed to me that they were getting bullied by Cinder and certain members of Cinder's community because she too had fire in her ears. I never responded to the DM because I wanted to stay away from the drama as much as possible. Yeah, that's the problem, is that a lot of us want to stay out of the drama. We don't want in it. I for one, do not want to be in it. It's kind of why, like I mentioned having one problem with the person that's in the community that I'm in, and I don't like that drama. So I don't talk to them. I just don't talk to them. I go out of my way not to talk to them because I don't want the drama. I don't give a shit. They just stop existing to me after a point. So I understand why shit. What is this girl's name? The Blue Fox. I understand why she is doing what she is doing, why she is coming out. She has the right to do this. I know so many people as what is his name? Tectone has basically said, which was, people are going to dogpile to make sure that, they can get the clout and get all the info and stuff ahead of everybody else. But this girl has some serious receipts. This is quite a lot of stuff.
I also thought that Spite was just copying Cinder.
Spite, that's her name.
So I can see how that has been fucking her career for years.
This poor girl.
I mean, this is like 3 or 4 times. Like, listen, right? Coincidences, they make a dot on a graph. But when enough dots happen on that graph, eventually they start making a line. And I think you can connect all this shit to give you a pretty reasonable expectation and a pretty reasonable understanding of what's going on here.
The difference between a historian and a conspiracy theorist is time. Yeah, this is this. I mean, all she needed was time. All Spite needed was time.
I know, it was a good one, right? Hey, he's gone, man. He's gone. And a pretty reasonable understanding of what's going on here. Seems like we got a rat here, boys. What's going on? Well, I guess it just is what it is. There are some instances.
Look, I have to point this line out because I understand. I just wanted to be left alone and be happy in my own space. 100%. I understand.
I do not have
that is me.
screenshots of, for example. I remember posting my first ASMR stream. The day that I was supposed to do said stream, Cinder plugged her ASMR channel. I thought it was a bit suspect, but I brushed it off. I don't have any screenshots of the comments and bullying that I received from our community. There were too many that it became too much to keep track and just started ignoring them. Because I never wanted to save images of their words that hurt me. I didn't even want to read the harassing comments in the first place. I just wanted to be left.
No, I'll read harassing comments and I will fire back. But it's like, I understand. We just want to be left alone. We just want to do our thing. We want to create. We want to have a good time. We want to pretend shitty people like this or like Cinder don't exist. We would rather be in our happy space than to deal with this shady bullshit.
Alone and happy in my own space. I received a DM on January 25th, 2023. I will not disclose who the Cinder was without their consent. The Cinder expressed to me that they were going to get bullied by Cinder and certain members of Cinder's community because she's too hard, because she had fire in her ears. I never responded to the DM because I wanted to stay away from the drama as much as possible. Hey, You popped in my feed and just say, I love your design. I had a rather odd question, I suppose. Have you had any message from the Vtuber Sinder regarding your design? This may seem out of nowhere, but I'm only asking because I made an OC like that a while back and was accused of her and others of stealing her design because my dog girl had flames in her ears and her face claimed it was exclusive from her design.
What is like spite is not as big as Sinder? Why would Sinder even need to do this?
Thank you, bro. It was this whole big ordeal on Twitter, so
yeah, why would Sinder need to do this? Why does this girl need to harass Spite? I don't understand. Or smaller creators. It's like, I know women feel like, what's the word? Insecure. Okay, I know women are really easy at being insecure, but this is an entirely different level because this is insecurity, pettiness, and some such other stuff that just all ties together. This is insane.
I would like to clarify, I myself not saying your design looks like hers. I was scrolling, so you're totally awesome design. When I saw the flames near in the ears, I had flashbacks and thought to myself, oh no. So I guess it's just my curiosity getting the best of me. Let's wrap it up. I'm just very saddened and disappointed in the situation. I had my suspicions about this, but I never want to be a part of the drama, so I kept quiet. I've also seen what happens when a creator stands up for themselves and receives major backlash, even if they're in the right, so I've never vocalized my concern. Very true. That is how it goes in the VTuber space. It is very true. If you have...
He's not lying. They're not wrong. There's going to always be backlash. I expect my fair share of backlash. Maybe it'll be from this. Who knows? I will tell you this. I don't give a fuck. This is stupid.
Drama that can be career suicide in this field. I've always designed my own models. I've gotten inspiration from Cerberus with the chains and spikes, Disney's Hades, and because I call myself a goth GF, I was inspired by Sam and Ember from Danny Phantom, plus many of our other goth cars that we've had growing up. I just focused on myself and my friends, meanwhile, I had eyes on me the whole time. Knowing that I was being watched and talked poorly about really hurts, especially when they never attempted to interact with me. I did my best to go through and find what I could and get the appropriate screenshots. It's crazy because I didn't know who Sinder was until she debuted her live 2D. I just wanted to exist peacefully as a VTuber and spend my time drama-free. I woke up this morning in shock. It's terrifying and hurtful to know that someone who could attempt to blacklist me when I've never even spoken to them. I hope going forward that no one else has to experience anything like this.
No, you're going to have to experience stuff like this, like in any kind of space. As like a person who was in the convention space, you had petty shit like this too. Like they will do, it's cutthroat. Like if conventions are cutthroat, then I can imagine that VTuber spaces are even more cutthroat. And again, that's why I want nothing to do with the VTuber community because I've got zero interest. Yeah, I'm here to make friends, to make content, to make you guys feel better about yourselves, have fun. That's all I want. So hearing that this is what the VTuber community is doing, it's wild to me. The whole thing is just insane. We're gonna see if there's anything else.
The Spite one is, in my opinion,
the most damning so far.
That's really bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like
any of those.
I'm not saying it's more damning than Nanoless, but that's pretty damning. Like, she is. I hope that people who do this get exposed. I hope more of them get exposed. I hope more of them lose their sponsorships. I will happily take their sponsorships because they don't deserve it. They don't deserve all the praise that they're getting from others. They don't deserve making money off of them stealing and hurting other people. They don't deserve that. So honestly, good. I hope she doesn't come back. I don't.
Were to be easily disprovable, it would be that one. I am very curious to hear Sinder's response to that one.
Oh, 100%.
That one is almost like, that one's insane. To think that everybody calling Spite a Sinder knockoff, when in reality, Sinder was the one stealing from Spite.
Oh,
that's
wow.
insane.
Yeah, that is insane.
Like, that is legit fucking crazy. We got another contender. Oh, Jesus. Do you remember when she said her entire following to attack me because I made an ASMR roleplay with this Hellhound OC and that it was copying her? Or how about when she was actively liking tweets calling me names? Of course you don't remember because she made me delete every tweet regarding it after it happened. This mean girl behavior is not new. Smaller creators like myself are just intimidated into silence and pretending like it.
No. If you point this stuff out and they start to bully you to delete something, that means they're in the wrong. Do not ever delete what they tell you to, because that means they fucked up. They don't want to get in trouble. What's going to happen is they're going to frame it so that it's in your best interest to delete it, that you would be a bad friend if you didn't, some such something or other. Point is, don't ever delete anything. Do not ever listen to somebody who says you must delete this. Okay, period, because that's bullshit. That's manipulative behavior. The fact that they're saying you're cringe, all this, man, this person is not only insecure, not only a piece of shit, but really they have zero talent whatsoever when they have to start stealing from others.
Never happened. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. And this really lines up with her behavior with her and Red. Oh, man. All right. Wait, so she's gatekeeping? Yes.
Yeah.
Gatekeeping.
Definitely
gaslighting,
gatekeeping.
Manipulating, and
Love
being
you, bald
competitive with
white
your
man,
friends
bald
enough
white man,
to want to
bald white man.
to stall their success so you can have it instead of them. Oh, sorry. She's gaslighting, she's gatekeeping, and even worse, she's girl bossing. Holy, Sinner's worse than you? That's not true. I'm worse than everybody else. Right? And don't you ever insult me ever again. I am worse than every other person on the internet. Yeah, absolutely not. Well, let's get into it.
Okay.
This is Sagamore saying they're closing down comms. Anonymous in-house, as in will never be credited publicly. Oh, that's right. We needed answers on this. Okay. All right. Oh, it literally is, lol. This literally reads like a hostage note. I remember we read this before. Great. I asked Bao to go anonymous and in-house because I had been wanting to focus on my own projects for 2025.
Hold on. I don't think I remember this part. This literally reads like a hostage note. I asked to be anonymous since I'd like to separate from being known as freelancer. No one does this. No one decides to do this on their own. This was 2 weeks after Bosch Rush came out.
Because I had pretty much spent all of 2023, 2024 doing videos for others, and was having a lot of people company reach out to me, asking me to work with them, and I am not good at saying no to work opportunities. Since in general, just being editors is a long-term sustaining thing in most scenarios, hence why a large majority either turn to becoming managers or their own content creators with their own platform. So I just want to be left alone this year to work on other things than just editing for people, which is why I want to be separated from my commission work, since I do not like the idea of just being labeled as an editor. Okay, great. This is once again the context of Redacted trying to fuck over Nano and how Bao is behind the scenes. We've already read this before.
Okay, so I'm seeing Redacted attacking Nano more than I am seeing Sinder attacking Nano. So I'm not too sure. Like, I kind of understand where he's coming from with at the beginning where I got a little bit pissy. I will not apologize. But yeah, no, he's doing a lot of work behind the scenes. So I'm wondering how quickly Sinder is going to not only drop him and throw him under the bus, but how is she going to flame him as he's being thrown under the bus?
Supporting some of Bao's claims. Pretty much it. That last document really didn't. We now wait for Sinder's response. After 2 hours, 4 documents.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go look up what Cinders has to say. Maybe we can find her. So let's see, Sinder, Vtuber. I'm sure she's getting so much traction right now. I'm surprised she hasn't put her account on, what's the word? Private? Like, I'm really surprised. And are they gonna take back her, I'm kind of curious if they're gonna take back her sponsorship. Oh, she did throw him under the bus! Effective immediately, Redacted will no longer be managing or overseeing my VTuber activities. He no longer represents me as a creator, my brand, or my intentions. I'm sorry, everyone. I will make a larger response when I am able to. Oh, man. I remember playing Phasmophobia with you and hearing Red chat away next to you before you first debuted like 4 years ago. You told me he was your boyfriend. Then before we met for TwitchCon, you switched up and said, just so you know, my manager's coming with me on this trip. As if I didn't know who he was. It's even ickier to read this tweet knowing he's your significant other and that you're probably going to try and avoid taking responsibility for hurting people who trusted you as friends by nuking the red side of this duo. That's wonderful. Oh my gosh, this is like the perfect meme for this. This is lovely. Everyone's really pissed. I think it can be easy to get into a weird mindset with this stuff. It might be good to take a step back and think about friends you've made and how to make things happier with them again. Everything is temporary, but the good memories matter. Oh, Grimmy, I don't know who you are, but I don't think that's going to be what happens here. Damn, who you doing business with, Elon Musk? I mean, it makes sense with how gamer subs crashed and burned into cinders. Yes, this entire reply was to make that joke. Oh, well, I won't be following her, but she's definitely a piece of shit. So good on her. Good job, lady. I'm glad you just kind of ended your own career. Makes it easier for me. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. This is a wild story. Like, I think it's crazy. I guess if you guys couldn't tell, I feel very strongly about people who use others, especially in capacity like this, or even bullying. I don't like bullying. I know how to bully back, and I will happily do it if someone decides they're going to square up because they haven't seen bullying yet. I'm pretty sure they haven't. I know how to do it. I know how to be a troll. I was an MMO player for years. I've got the practice. Anyway, so thank you guys again for watching this with me. I think this story is wild. I am really looking forward to how Sinder responds to this, considering she already threw Red under the bus, just broke everything off with him. That's hilarious. I can't wait to see how this ends up. This is going to be so fun. And I hope you guys stick around. I'll try and give an update if you guys are interested in more of this VTuber drama. Please don't tag me in VTuber drama. I want none of it. This is as good as I'm getting in that regard. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. This is the third thank you. Let's see how this plays out. One last thing, cuties, before you go. You can find me on all platforms as Siniviere. Also, don't miss me and my friends on Countercast every Monday at 6 p.m. CST on Words of Paradise's channel. Be sure to stop by and say hello. I always love hearing from you. Leave a comment and let me know what you think. And, if you'd be so kind, help a girl out, won't you? Like and subscribe. I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye.